Hello everyone, welcome back to my Whiteout Survival YouTube channel. In today's video, the topic I would like to share and discuss is about choice of heroes for complete free-to-play player who cannot spend any money at all for this game. Actually, this video is dedicated to one of my fans or viewer who personally requests to make a plan for complete free-to-play player for hero investments. So, alright, if you think as a free-to-play player, this video is really helpful and informative, please don't forget to subscribe and follow my Whiteout Survival channel, as well as please like and share this video. Also, if you want to motivate me to continue uploading such helpful and informative videos, you can monthly subscribe to my YouTube channel membership to provide me a little bit of support and motivation. You can check this channel membership subscription link in my YouTube channel description. Alright guys, now let's start today's topic, choice of heroes for complete free-to-play player starting from Generation 1 to my current generation, Generation 6. So in Generation 1, as a free-to-play player, there are a few heroes that you need to focus and prioritize developing. And these heroes are from different tiers. For gathering, they include blue heroes because you need these blue heroes resource protection scale and resource expedition scale, especially during the early game where you need massive amount of resources for your building upgrades such as embassy and furnace upgrade. So after these 4 blue heroes, there are certain epic heroes that you need to focus and prioritize as a free-to-play player. Among the epic or purple heroes, there are 2 categories, which is growth type epic heroes and combat type epic heroes. So growth type epic heroes are very important and much needed as a free-to-play player for your city's growth and development. So let's start with 3 growth type epic or purple hero, which is Jesser. And here you can see this enlightened warfare scale, which increase your city's research speed by 15% at level 5, is really precious for your growth and development as a free-to-play player in this whiteout survival game. And the next growth type epic purple hero is Linsu, and her growth type scale is which increase your city's troops training speed by 20% at level 5, which is really important and much needed for all free-to-play players, because as a free-to-play player, you cannot buy packs like spenders to increase your troop stats. So you will need to rely on the number or the amount of your troops inside your city, especially to defend your city against stronger people. And the third growth type purple or epic hero is Soyeon, and this growth type hero is mainly important only for free-to-play players who like to battle a lot, who are battle maniacs, because Soyeon's this soothing dance increase your city's healing speed inside your infirmary by 50%, which means your injured troops, whenever you fight any other players, their healing rate will be greatly boosted by this growth scheme. So, okay, these Jessa, Soyeon, and Linsu, among these three, Jessa and Soyeon are also useful for bear rallies joiner heroes, which means their fast expedition scales increase the damage output of your troops. For Jesse, it increased damage dealt by 25% for all troops, and for Soyeon, it increased all troops attack by 25% at level 5, which is really important and useful for joining bear rallies and increasing your bear damage. Okay, now after these three important growth type purple epic heroes, let's talk about the main three combat heroes that combat epic or purple heroes that you will need as a free-to-play player in Whiteout Survival. So the main infantry as a free-to-play player in Generation 1 is Sarge, which is one of the best infantry hero or the best infantry tanker in Whiteout Survival, especially for free-to-play players. This Sarge is useful not only for arena exploration lineup, but also he is a reliable infantry choice for your expeditions fights as a free-to-play player in Generation 1 until you get next infantry hero, which is a Generation 2 legendary hero Flint. And also, Sarge has fast expedition, reduce damage taken by 20% of all troops, so he is also useful as a defensive garrison hero for supporting role players. Alright, and the next combat or purple hero that you need to focus and prioritize as a free-to-play player is Bahiti. Bahiti is one of the best free-to-play marksmen in early game in Whiteout Survival, mainly for expedition fights. And Bahiti will be also useful for arena exploration lineup, as well as Bahiti has the same fast expedition scale as Sarge, which reduce damage taken by 20% for all troops, so Bahiti can also be used as a defensive garrison hero for supporting role players. Now, the next purple or epic hero that you need to develop as a free-to-play player is Jesse. Jesse, even though Jesse is not as strong as Generation 1 mythic Lancer hero Molly, still Jesse is a useful free-to-play Lancer hero for two reasons. The first one is Jesse is useful to join bear rallies as a bear joiner hero because of her fast expedition scale, which increased damage dealt by 25% for all troops. Plus, Jesse, he is a useful Lancer hero for your arena or exploration lineup as a free-to-play player. And if you are a supporting role player, Jesse is also useful as a rally joiner hero for attacking rallies against enemy strong defense or garrisons. Alright, and after Jesse, the next purple or epic hero that you need to develop and focus is Gina. Gina is especially strong and useful for arena or exploration purpose for free-to-play players. And this Gina also has useful skill which reduce your stamina cost by 20% when you initiate polar terror rallies or other beast rally, or when you kill beasts in intel missions. This skill will reduce the stamina cost, so it's an important and very useful as a free-to-play player to develop Gina for proper growth and development. So after Gina, the next purple or epic hero that you need to develop is Patrick. So the main role of the Patrick is he is a strong defensive garrison hero for supporting role players because of his fast expedition skill, which increase your health by 25% for all your troops. And he is one of the top choice for defensive garrison hero in early generation expedition battles like Foundry, Samphire Castle, etc. Okay, after that, the last purple or epic hero is previously named Wallace Vulcan. Now it's changed to Lumet Vulcan. So Wallace, not that much value for free-to-play player in early game. So you can only develop him as your latest hero among your epic or purple heroes. Wallace's only usefulness is you may need him later as a supporting role player for defensive garrison hero, where his fast expedition skill reduce all enemies' troops damaged out by 20%. Alright, now let's talk about Generation 1 mythic heroes. So let's start with Molly, which is a Generation 1 mythic Lancer hero. Molly is one of the best free-to-play Lancer hero for both arena and exploration lineup as well as for expedition fights. And Molly is also useful for initiating bear rallies. So as a free-to-play player, this Molly is the most important and worthy mythic or orange hero that you need to focus and prioritize developing in Generation 1. All of our exploration skills and expedition skills are really strong, and by properly investing and developing Molly to 5 stars with decent level widget, at least level 4 to 6 widgets, this Molly will carry you all the way to the middle of the Generation 3 as your main Lancer until you get proper useful Lancer Lucky We hero Mia in Generation 3. Alright, the next hero is mythic hero in Generation 1 is Simon, which is a Lucky We hero. But as a free-to-play player, I do not recommend using or spending your gems for Generation 1 Lucky We Simon, because Simon is one of the worst mythic marksman hero in whiteout survival, and his only usefulness is his construction boost scale and reduce construction resource consumption scale in early game, especially to reach furnace level 30 faster than the average players. Plus, Simon may a little bit useful as a defensive garrison hero because of his fast expedition skill, which increase all troops' defense by 10% and all troops' health by 10% in level 5. However, I do not recommend investing your precious gems for this useless Generation 1 Lucky We marksman hero, Simon. Instead, you should use your gems for upgrading VIP level, which is a total game changer for free-to-play player, or you can save the extra gems to spin in Generation 2 Lucky We Flint, which is a much needed infantry hero for all free-to-play players. Alright, and I will skip Geronimo and Natalia because these two heroes are completely pay-to-win heroes, and you cannot use your general mythic sets to upgrade them. So it is irrelevant to all free-to-play players. You can only get Natalia and Geronimo by buying these VIP packs by using real money. Okay, now let's go to the Generation 2. So in Generation 2, you get 3 new heroes, which is mythic orange heroes, and the first one is Flint, which is one of the best free-to-play infantries in whiteout survival. And Flint is useful for all types of purposes such as arena and exploration lineup, as well as Flint is strong for expedition fights, especially for defensive situation. Still, he is also useful as an attacking infantry in expedition fights for all free-to-play players. So, as a free-to-play player, I recommended 2 options for investment in Flint. Let's talk about the first option. So the option 1 is you should only develop Flint to 4 stars, which will upgrade all of his level 5 skills, and you can use the remaining gems for upgrading the VIP level to VIP 6 to 7, which is a complete game changer for all free-to-play players. If you can rush VIP 6 as early as possible, you will get 2 epic general hero shirts daily, which is very much needed during the early game for developing your important bubble or epic heroes, especially the growth type heroes, which can only be upgraded mainly by using epic general shirts. And VIP 7 is also a next tier game changer for all free-to-play player, because you will get 1 general mythic hero shirt daily by reaching VIP 7 and activation of its benefits. So if you are planning to play this game for more than 1 year, I recommend you should only develop your Generation 2 infantry Flint to 4 stars and invest the rest of the remaining gems to rush to the VIP level 6 or 7 as early as possible. And it will give you 1 general mythic shirt daily, which is very important for getting and developing powerful mythic heroes in your future generations in your whiteout survival journey. Okay? And now let's talk about option 2. So the option 2 is, as a free-to-play player for Flint, is you should forget about VIP level and VIP benefits and fully invest this Flint into 5 stars with your gems. And this mass 5-star flint will carry you for 3.5 generations from generation 2 to the middle of the generation 5 as your main infantry hero until you get proper useful Hector from generation 5 Lakiwi. However, still, as I have said, if you are a free-to-play player that is planning to play this whiteout survival game for more than 1 to 2 years, rushing to VIP 7 and only developing to 4-star flint will be more beneficial for you in the long term. Now let's talk about next generation 2 hero, Lancer hero, Philly. Philly is definitely a skippable Lancer hero for all free-to-play players. You do not necessarily need Philly because your Molly is still strong enough not only in arena or exploration lineup but also in expedition fights. Plus, in Generation 3, you will get better Lancer hero Mia from Lakiwi. So don't waste your general mythic shots to invest in this super Lancer hero Philly if you are a free-to-play player. Okay, now the last hero in Generation 2 is Alonso, and this Alonso is a very strong marksman hero, especially for arena or exploration. However, my recommendation is if you are a complete free-to-play player, you should skip Alonso and continue saving your general mythic shots for Generation 3 marksman hero Greg. The reason is, even though Alonso is a beast hero in arena exploration lineup and he is better than Greg for arena, but as a complete free-to-play player, you will have a difficulty collecting 475 general mythic shots just before the Generation 2 ends to make this Fisherman Alonso 4-stars. So, you should not waste your general shots into any mythic SSR hero unless you are 100% sure that you can make that specific mythic hero at least 4-stars until this current generation ends. So, for a complete free-to-play player, Alonso is not easily achievable and you should forget getting Alonso and instead you should aim for getting more achievable marksman hero Greg in Generation 3. Alright, now let's talk about Generation 3 heroes and start with Logan, which is an infantry hero and one of the skippable and useless infantry hero whether you are free-to-play player or spender, and it is not a hero that makes a significant difference in your whiteout survival journey whether you have him or you don't have him. So forget about this Logan whether you are free-to-play player or even spenders. He is not worthy to invest your general mythic shots and your real money. And the most worthy hero to invest in Generation 3 is Mia, which is from Lakiwi Hero and one of the best free-to-play Lancer heroes in Whiteout Survival. She is a really strong Lancer hero for initiating bear rallies even up to Generation 9 plus. And she is also strong in expedition fights, even though her expedition scales are a little bit chance or RNG dependent. As long as you can make Mia 5 stars with decent level 4 to level 6 widget. She will carry you as your main Lancer hero from Generation 3 to the middle of the Generation 6 until you get another Lucky Week Lancer hero, Rini, in Gen 6. Mia's only weakness is for your arena or exploration lineup because her exploration scales are pretty much single target and also RNG or chance dependent. So if you want to use Mia in your arena lineup, you need to upgrade Mia's widget to at least level 5 plus, because his exclusive widget scales increase the upper and lower limit of all her fluctuation scales in arena by 120%, which will improve the base value of your RNG. Okay, so regarding this hero investment for Mia as a free-to-play player, I have 2 recommended options for you, and you can choose either of the option depending on your long-term plan, especially almost the same as Generation 2 Flint. So the option 1 is you should fully invest your gems to make your Mia full 5 stars so that she can carry you properly for expedition fights until you get proper useful Rini in the middle of Generation 6. And the next option, option 2, is you should only make your Mia 4 stars and you should save the rest of the gems for upgrading VIP 7 to VIP 9 for extra mythic general shot daily in the long term. VIP 7 gives 1 mythic general hero shot daily, and VIP 9 gives 2 mythic general hero shots daily. And trust me, this VIP 7 and VIP 9 is a complete game changer for all free-to-play player and low spenders who are planning to play this whiteout survival game for more than 1 to 2 years. Okay, now let's talk about the last Generation 3 marksman hero, Greg, which I recommend for all free-to-play players, especially players who have to skip Alonso in Generation 2. Greg is also one of the best marksman's choice for complete free-to-play players. The reason is Greg is more easily achievable and easier to make him 4 stars compared to Generation 2 Alonso, because you can get free extra Greg shots from KOI, King of XP event, or SVS Prep Phase ranking event, or SVS Better Phase ranking events in Generation 3. Even though Greg is not as strong as Alonso for your arena or exploration lineup, Greg is stronger in expedition fights than Alonso. Now, let's go to the Generation 4. And the first hero is Amos, which is an infantry hero. Amos, as a complete free-to-play player, Amos is a skippable infantry hero, especially for all players who has 4.5 to 5 stars Flint with at least level 4 to 6 widget. But for free-to-play players who only invest for 4 stars Flint in Generation 2 may need an Amos for your expedition fights throughout the Generation 4 period and up to the middle of Generation 5 until you get proper useful infantry hero hectare in Generation 5. However, you need a lot of patience, as well as proper strategic planning and holding of your materials to compete for top 1 to 3 ranking in King of ISP event, especially second King of ISP event or third King of ISP event in Generation 4, which is less competitive than the first KOI or SBS Breadface ranking. Or you can also try for SBS Breadface top 5 to 10 rankings for extra armor shirts. That way, you will not need to use and waste your general mythic shirts for armors as a free-to-play player. And armors is useful and strong infantry not only for expedition fights, but also he is really strong for your arena lineup. You can either pair him with Generation 2 Flint in Generation 4 arena lineup, or you can also pair armors with Generation 5 Hector when in your Generation 5 arena lineup. So, as a complete free-to-play player, if you can make Foster's armors mainly with free armor shed rewards from events like KOI or SBS Betterface ranking, is the best possible situation for you, but don't stress out if you cannot do that, or don't try to invest and waste your general medicians for armors, because you will get a 5-star gold infantry hero Hector from Lucky Wii in the next generation Gen 5, which is way more easier to develop because you can get and max Hector using gems from Lucky Wii. Now let's talk about next generation 4 hero, which is Reina, Lancer hero, one of the strongest Lancer heroes in whiteout survival. The reason is Reina is extremely strong in arena exploration lineup, as well as a strong attacking Lancer for expedition fights, plus Reina is also useful as a bear joiner hero. So, for free-to-play player who fully invests to max 5 stars Generation 2 Flint and Generation 3 Mia, may probably need to skip this Reina because without VIP 7 or VIP 9, I don't think such free-to-play player will not have enough general mythic shirts, which is 475 shirts for 4-star Reina in Generation 4. So, only free-to-play players who sacrifice maxing Flint and maxing Mia and invest extra gems for early VIP 7 to VIP 9 rush will have enough general mythic shirts collected to develop 4-star Reina. So, my recommendation is if you have 475 mythic general shirts, you should invest in Generation 4 Lancer hero Reina. And if you don't have enough general mythic shirts, do not waste investing in Reina and continue saving your general mythic shirts for next generation marksman's hero Gwen in Generation 5. Alright, now let's talk about Generation 4 marksman's Lin. Personally, I'm not a fan of Lin, to be honest. There are two main reasons that I do not personally like Lin, even though Lin may be a bit overrated for many experienced free-to-play players. The first reason is Lin is not strong for arena exploration lineup, in my opinion. And the second reason is her expedition scales does not produce many troop keys in expedition battle reports. So, especially if you are a free-to-play player who has at least 4.5 stars plus Greg with at least level 4 to 6 widget, you can consider fully skipping lane in generation 4 because your well-developed Greg can still carry you without lane in expedition fights and even in your arena exploration lineup until you can invest and get generation 5 marksman's Gwen. And by skipping entirely lane Lucky V, you will have extra lots of chance for reaching VIP 9, which is a total complete game changer for all free-to-play player and low spenders because of 2 daily general mythicians. There is a condition a complete free-to-play player should consider making lean 4 stars, which is if your Greg is only 4 stars with low level widget, you need lane at least 4 stars with 7 widget level to carry you for expedition until you can invest and get Gen 5 Grand. Alright, now let's talk about Gen 5. The first hero is Hector, one of the gold infantry heroes in whiteout survival for free-to-play players because this guy is easily achievable to max 5 stars from Lucky V's using gems. And you should definitely make Hector 5 stars or close to 5 stars with at least widget level 5 to 6 if you are a free-to-play player. And he will carry you all the way to the middle of the generation 8 as your main infantry hero until you get proper useful get-off from generation 8 Lucky V. Hector is not only strong in arena and exploration but also strong in expedition fights, plus Hector is useful as your main rally initiator for bear rallies until generation 9 plus. The next hero in generation 5 is Nora, which is a skippable Lancer hero and not worthy for all free-to-play players, especially if you have Max Mia or Foster's Rainer with level 4 to 6 widget. Then you don't necessarily need to invest in this Generation 5 Lancer Nora because you will get Rini from Lucky V in next generation Gen 6 as a free-to-play player. Even though Rini sags a little bit because of her expedition skills, still Rini has better stats than Nora at the same stars and widget level, plus Rini is more easily achievable from Lucky V spins without the need to use general mythicians. So the last hero in Generation 5 is Gwen, which is one of the strongest marksman hero in whiteout survival, and every player should invest in Gwen, whether you are free-to-play player or low spenders or whales or big spenders. Having Gwen will make your life significantly easier in many purposes. The reason is having Gwen or not really makes a significant difference for your growth and development as a free-to-play player. Gwen is not only strong in arena but also strong in bear trap rallies, either as rally initiator or rally joiner. And Gwen is also useful for expedition fights as attacking marksman. Gwen's only weakness is her expedition case does not produce many enemy troop case in expedition battle reports, especially compared to Generation 6 Wayne, which is the reason why Generation 6 Marksman Wayne becomes a choice of marksman for both offensive and defensive situations for whales or spenders. However, it is not irrelevant to you who is a complete free-to-play player. You don't need to care about that because for you as a free-to-play player, investing in Generation 5 Gwen has way better value than investing in Generation 6 Wayne because you are not a rally leader or garrison bonus source for your team and for your alliance. Okay, now let's go to the Gen 6. So in general, Generation 6 is a skippable generation for all players whether you are free-to-play player or spenders. Still, if you are a complete free-to-play player, you may need to develop at least Foster's Rini to carry you until you can invest in Generation 8 Lancer hero Sonya, which is one of the best Lancer heroes in Whiteout Survival. Okay, so let's start with Generation 6 Woman. Woman is definitely not a choice for all free-to-play player and no spenders because he is Hall of Heroes hero, so it's very costly to use lots of general medicines to develop women for at least 4 stars or more. And woman is mainly important for rally leader or garrison bonus source players because of his strong expedition case. Woman is the infantry hero that totally replaced Geronimo as an attacking infantry for your attacking rallies in Generation 6, even though Woman has a defensive widget. As a free-to-play player, and if you think you need a second infantry to pair up with Hector in your arena lineup, rather than investing and wasting your lots of general medicines for women, I recommend that you should consider making Generation 7 infantry hero Edit, which is cheaper to invest as a free-to-play player because you can get free edits from KOI and SBS ranking rewards. Now, let's talk about Generation 6 Lancer hero Rini. So as a free-to-play player, you have no choice but to make Rini at least 4 stars because your 4 stars Rainer or your Max Mia can no longer carry you as your main Lancer hero until you get Generation 8 Sonya. Rini main weakness is her expedition case sucks a little bit compared to other generation Lancer heroes, but still because he still has advantage in Lancer stats over Generation 4 Rainer and Generation 5 Nora. So, I recommend all free-to-play players to make Rini at least 4 stars to carry you until you get Generation 8 Sonya. And Rini is an unpredictable game changer in your arena lineup because if you are extremely lucky in activation of Rini's case, you can make enemy strong heroes friendly fire against each other and completely change the outcome of your arena fights, especially against stronger players. Unfortunately, this is very luck dependent and not reliable for all arena battles. Only you can expect such outcomes 1 out of 10 arena battles. Now let's talk about the last hero in Gen 6, Wayne, which is a marksman hero. Personally, I like Wayne, but he unfortunately becomes underrated and undervalued for free-to-play player and low spenders. There are two main reasons for that. The first reason is Wayne, even though he is strong and useful, he is sandwiched between Generation 5 Gwen and Generation 7 Bradley, which both of which are the best marksman's hero in whiteout survival, and both of them are useful for all purposes including bear rallies. Wayne's only weakness compared to Generation 5 Gwen and Generation 7 Bradley is for bear rallies, either as an initiator or joiner hero. Wayne is not as good as Gwen or Bradley for bear purpose. However, for free-to-play player, bear damage is very important for your growth and development because extra 1 to 2 100 XP gear components and extra 1 to 2 essence stones every 2 days will make a significant difference for all complete free-to-play players if you are a regular participant in bear trap event. So alright guys, now my current state only reached Generation 6, so I will stop this hero choice for all complete free-to-play players up to Generation 6. But I will surely make the next updated version from Generation 7 to 10 or 12 when my state reaches such generations. So please stay tuned for the second part. And thank you so much for watching this long video until the end, and I hope this video will be very useful and helpful for all complete free-to-play players who cannot spend any money at all for this mobile game, Whiteout Survival. And if you think this video is helpful and informative, you can like and subscribe the video and my channel, as well as you can also support me and my channel by subscription my YouTube channel membership link. And this channel's membership link is described in my YouTube channel description. So okay, thank you so much guys. Bye and see you in my next video.